Hello, friends!
I don't know what's happening.
We are doing something very different today, so buckle up. Hello, if you're new here, my name's Maile.
And I'm Eric.
And I have seen this game trending on YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do this. We never do videos like this. This is not our normal content. I just loved watching these videos so much that I was like, I have to recreate this. So today, Scrimpy, we are going to be playing husband versus wife.
Okay.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
So in this cup right here, my beautiful
We are bad at that game in our day-to-day life.
Jane Austen mug, so cute. I have 15 questions. Each one of us will take a turn drawing a question out of the cup. We will each have a cute West Elm coaster that we will move to answer the question depending on whether we strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. Now, here's the kicker. These are kind of juicy marriage relationship questions, and so they're going to elicit fun discussion and probably some disagreements and some areas where we have to agree to disagree. Eric and I are extremely opinionated.
What?
We, let's just say, thrive and get energy off of being a little aggressive with each other and bantering back and forth.
I think your mom put it best when we started dating, and she said, I think you finally met your match. Mm-hmm. That's...
So, this will be juicy, so strap in. So, Scrimpy, would you like to pick our first question?
Miley does more housework.
Oh! Okay, so we gotta move our coaster, and we start right here in the middle, and we say 3, 2, 1, and we move our...
Okay, hold on. Let me think for a second.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. I think that I do slightly more housework. Eric and I are very, very, very good about splitting duties and taking care of the house, the dogs, the budget, the planning, everything together. And I would say our relationship is pretty 50-50. I mean, probably as close as a relationship could get. But the difference is I see more that needs to be done. You don't see as much as I see that needs to be done. And so I clean things and tidy things more consistently, I think, than Eric, just because I notice them more than you do. Yeah. And that's the only reason that I say I'm a little bit more in agreement that I maybe do a tiny bit more, but it's not... Eric totally holds his own, and we are very 50-50 on things.
Yeah, and I think it is also somewhat seasonal. Because like in the summertime where the lawn needs to be taken care of and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is such a good point.
It might swing a bit more my direction, whereas this time of year...
Maybe I should move mine to neutral then, because that's true. Is that why you hit disagree? Because you think...
Yeah, I disagree with the sentiment.
Even, not that you think you do more than me? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, back to neutral. My turn. The next one is, I don't like my spouse's family.
3,
2, 1. Strongly disagree. I love your family.
I love your family.
Okay, that one was easy. No drama there. I feel like for some people that question is drama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are both very lucky to have amazing, wonderful families. And anything else to say about that?
No, I think, we enjoy the company of each other's families.
Also, sorry if you see a rogue dog in the background throughout this. They're just living their life, you know?
Yep.
Okay, your turn. Next question.
We got married too soon.
Oh.
Okay. 3,
2, 1. Oh, that's so funny. Why do you strongly disagree?
I mean, we dated for 1 year, then we were engaged for 1 year, and then we got married. But I feel like you and I, very early on into dating, were kind of like, okay, this is something special. And I feel like I had a hardline rule that I had to date somebody for at least a year before I would propose. But I'm glad, because if we would have, after those initial couple months been like, oh yeah, and then I proposed, then it would have been, we had plenty of time to enjoy being a couple and date, and then plenty of time to plan the wedding, and then, so no. Why do you disagree?
I strongly disagree, not because I don't think we dated too long, because I think 1 year of dating is pretty bare minimum average.
Yeah.
What I think was way too long, 2/3 the time too long, was our engagement. We had a 1 year engagement, And by month 3, I was done. Like, the whole wedding was planned. I was like, let's go. Let's just get this over and done with. We could have been married like 2 weeks in, honestly. Okay, next. Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
Marriage is hard. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I disagree.
I don't know what y'all are complaining about. It's pretty simple. You just talk to the other person.
Yeah. I mean, I like being married to you. I don't wish I wasn't married to you. Like, if I wasn't married to you, my life would not be as good.
Yeah.
And we have a really good communicative relationship. We fit well, we gel well. I feel like you enhance my life, I enhance your life. We help each other be better. And
well, and I'm curious because
pretty easy.
Like, we talked about our dynamic as a couple and like how we are at each other a lot, but not in a negative way. And, you know, I think that that's overall a really good thing because iron sharpens iron. We make each other better because we push back and force the other one to think through things and stuff like that. But do you ever have moments where you just like, I wish I married a pushover? Like, I wish I married somebody that would just let me have my way when I want it all the time.
It's funny because I think this might come up in a future question, but I will say I am an extremely decisive person. I am an extremely like upfront, take charge, my way or the highway person. And I truly never thought I would marry someone who didn't just do what I said.
Yeah.
And that is not how Eric is. Like, you are the opposite of a pushover. So true what my mom said early on, that I met my match. And that was not an easy feat because I can steamroll people pretty easily. But Eric doesn't let me do that. And you have some of those same tendencies as well. You're much more relaxed than I am, but
chill.
I think you've met your match in me too, though we just balance each other very nicely. So, okie dokie. Oh, this is a good one. This is like an existential type question. Soulmates are real.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. No, I really don't believe in the romanticization of soulmates. The reason you get together with who you get together with is, yes, because you're compatible and because you love each other and, you know, because you fit. I hope, you know, that's certainly been the case for us. But also, like, we joke about all the time, Eric's 8.5 years older than me. And if me at 20 met you at 20,
yes,
I would not have dated you. So a lot of it is chalked up to timing as well as to why we were together.
But I also just think there's like, what, are we up to like 7 billion, 8 billion people on the planet now? The idea that like the one person I was meant to be with is also in Shawnee is
it's kind of silly. So no, I don't believe in soulmates. Ready for the next one?
Yep. Eric wears the pants.
3, 2, 1.
I just think like
this was the question I was talking about would come up, like that we've met our match kind of thing.
I mean, the reason I answered that is just like I think the term somebody wears the pants in the relationship is super sexist because ladies can wear pants too and men can wear not pants. So that's like, I feel like it's a partnership and it's a neutral state. Like, if you were to say, where's the pants, and you wanted to commit to that type of statement, then it would be like, we both wear the pants in the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, we both, So
that's why I put strongly disagree.
That implies
not because I think I wear the pants, because like we've talked about, we are an equal partnership, or as close to equal as you could get. Okay, this is an interesting one. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on. It's okay to go through the other person's phone. 3, 2, 1. I knew we would be different on this one.
The wording of the question implicates without them knowing.
No, that's not in the question.
Then you wouldn't be going through their phone. I get like that. That's the reason I answered that, is like, if I found out that you had like taken my phone and gone through it without me knowing about it, like I would be honestly pretty pissed about it. Like,
and see, I would never do that. I would think more of like, I could pick up your phone and look at a text message notification you just got, or like get into your phone to get a picture off of it to send to myself, or like go through your text messages to find communication with someone we both need to know. I'm
not hiding anything. Like, it's not because I'm like, don't go through my phone.
Yeah.
It's just like, it
feels a little
trust
invasive.
And,
I just don't feel like there's a need for me to ever go through your phone. Like, that. So I just see it more as like, you're not going to get pissed if I say, I use your calculator on your phone, you're going to hand it to me. Like, can I check for flights on your phone?
Yeah, like I'm not worried about a text message coming through that
exactly.
you shouldn't see, stuff like that. Yeah, so
that's what I mean by mine. So I think we have the same sentiment, just interpreted the question a little differently. This is so fun. Nobody else is going to watch this, but I just am having such a great time.
Miley starts more arguments. See, the wording here is important because it's not Miley is the cause of more arguments. Miley starts more arguments.
3, 2, 1. No way! You do not think I start more arguments?
No. I think this is why the wording's important. I think you're the reason more arguments start, but I don't think you start. I think it's when I push back really hard on something that you're doing, that sparks the argument, which I would then classify as me starting the argument, because if I was just like, whatever, it's not worth it.
I mean, who gets mad first about something? Yeah, that's what I thought. I have a shorter temper, much shorter temper than Eric, that's for sure. And
I was just going on the semantics. It's like, I guess I technically fired the first shot because I stand up for myself, but...
No, I mean, there's no denying it here. I definitely start more arguments, and it's just because Eric is so laid back, so chill, and I am really uptight and kind of control freaky. But also, you can be weirdly controlling about things, too.
I don't
You're
like
just
people
controlling
telling
about
you what to do.
You're controlling about different things than me. And so, yeah, I start more arguments.
That's a problem with authority.
That's the bottom line. I start more arguments. You probably finish more arguments, though.
She starts them, but I finish.
Okay. Everyone watching should subscribe right now. What? Hey, guys, this is your reminder. And look, this came up perfectly in the middle of the video. I totally forgot that was in there. Don't forget to subscribe. We're working really hard toward our goal to hit how many subscribers by the end of this year?
1,000.
1,000 subscribers in 2023. Help us toward our goal. So subscribe. Hit that button.
Smash it.
Thanks very much. Okay, next question.
We should have eloped.
This one's really hard.
This is an easy one for me.
This one's really hard. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Nah, man. All our friends and family were there. We got to throw a big party, have some bomb mac and cheese.
If we would have answered this before we got married, my answer would be in strongly agree.
Yeah.
We should elope. I wanted to elope. I did not want the big wedding production. I was very like anti-traditional wedding. And Eric was the one that was like, no, we have to do that for our family and friends. Like, we have to do it. Yep. And now that we did do it, I say slightly disagree because I'm very happy we did it. I loved our wedding. We had such a great wedding. I don't strongly disagree because if the tables had been turned and we had eloped, I'm sure we would have enjoyed that as well. Okay, next question. Was it my turn? Juicy. You ready for this one?
Mm-mm.
We should have a kid by now. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's so funny. All right, well, why did you throw it off the board?
Because I like being married to you, and I enjoy the dynamic we have right now. I enjoy the things that we get to do, and I feel like a kid would have, when I check my language, changed that dynamic.
It's a great way to put your feelings inside. All right.
And that's not to say never have a kid, but I certainly don't think we should have had one by now.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's not that we're never going to have children. It's just that I don't think there's any reason to rush it. We enjoy our freedom and being married.
Should have a kid at any given moment.
Eric.
No, I'm not saying nobody should have kids. I'm saying nobody is obligated to have kids.
Right.
Like, that's all I'm saying.
It's different for everyone. And I think our choices that we've made about that are exactly the choices we needed to make. So we're happy. Next question.
I have considered divorce.
I forgot that one was in there.
What does that even mean?
He's contemplating the question.
Well, no, like, I don't need to contemplate it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's funny.
Well, actually, no. I have to do that. Y'all, when you get married, and you do your taxes the first time, you don't get any refunds. You owe so much more money. And there have been, like, legit this past week where I was like, if we got divorced, we would each be getting a tax refund right now.
Okay, that's not what the question is.
You said considered, and it was like...
That is not... Never considered actually divorcing me, except when it comes to taxes time, and we could not owe a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
So...
Okay,
we
my
can still
turn?
live together. We can still do all the stuff we do. Just
oh my gosh. Okay.
Get a tax refund.
Second to last question. Oh, this is the easiest question in the whole bunch. Miley spends more money. 3, 2, 1. Strongly agree. Eric's going off the board
I need to move
once
it into
again.
another room.
You need to like set the coaster on fire. Yeah, I spend more money, way more money, and that's just a pure fact.
Women be shopping.
Plain and simple. That is sexist. There are plenty of people, women and non-binary people, who do not spend hardly any money in their marriages. Sir?
It was like referencing 90s humor where that was an actual joke, but it's not actually true. It's funny. People thought it was funny. See, they're laughing.
I, as a person who enjoys shopping as my pretty much favorite activity, spend a lot more money. It has nothing to do with my gender. Right?
I mean, when you're the stereotype. No, it has nothing to do with your gender.
That's right.
It has to do with your mental health issues.
You are so mean. I told you this game would be spicy.
Did not say I was wrong.
He's not wrong. Last question. Make it a good one.
Last question. I have regrets about our wedding.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I feel like our regrets are different.
Yeah.
But
I don't regret getting married or having a wedding. No. I regret some of the choices and the mindset I was in planning the wedding.
Yeah.
What about you?
There are just elements of the wedding that I feel like we could have done differently. Not the location or anything. I love our wedding.
Me too.
There are just elements of it that like we didn't hire an actual DJ to like facilitate or be an MC for the reception, like stuff like that. That
we didn't hire a coordinator.
Now that we've been to weddings that have had that, it's just like, oh, that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Or having a day of person that could actually be facilitating stuff instead of us having to help facilitate.
The things I would change about our wedding are I had this super weird mindset of I don't want a wedding dress. Like, I don't want my wedding dress to be wedding dressy. You know what I mean? Like, I want a much more subdued, not fluffy, over-the-top wedding dress. But looking back, and I love my wedding dress. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But it was too simple, I think. I would have liked something... Now, I would have chosen something much more bridal. Mm-hmm. I think I just felt maybe like out of place or a little embarrassed. Like we are so not overtly romantic, like touchy-feely. Well, you're pretty touchy-feely, but
like
not
we're not big
PDA,
on PDA
public.
Yeah.
Like we're private relationships.
Yeah, we're not big on PDA. We're not like we don't post about each other on social media.
Yeah,
like we're just
mushy. We're very private. Like we have those feelings, and that's very present in our relationship, but it's between the two of us. Like, I just feel embarrassed, like, sharing that. And so I think a lot of the elements of our wedding, being in front of people and having to be, like, romantic, was kind of uncomfortable for me. And I think for some reason that manifested in my wedding dress. I didn't want a very bridal, over-the-top wedding dress.
I mean, and
I wish I would have worn my hair down instead of up, but that's a picky thing.
Anybody that was at our wedding could even attest, like, even the vows that we read to each other were not
right. I didn't want to do, like,
romantic,
mushy-gushy vows. They were very realistic vows.
Like, you promised, like, clean up after I make a mess in the kitchen, which she doesn't do anymore.
Well, because a boundary needed to be set about that.
Well, it was in your wedding vow. Adultery wasn't.
I don't think
but you cleaning the kitchen was.
I don't think cleaning the kitchen. I think what was in the vows was, I promised to tell you when you needed a little extra deodorant.
No, you definitely said something about me cooking and you cleaning up after me. So
anyway, was that fun, Scrimpy? Did you enjoy that game?
Yeah, it was a great time. I hope they enjoyed it as well.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. There probably won't be videos like this in the future. I don't know, unless
if
this
you like it
goes crazy and you love it so much, but probably nobody's going to watch it.
We can do different categories.
I had a really great time doing it with you.
Yeah, same.
Okay, well, don't forget to subscribe to help us toward our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Like this video if you want to see us do another version of this with a different question theme. I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.